Well, thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Kai Jackson.
And I'm Maxine Stryker. We are also following concerns surrounding young suspects in Baltimore, including a 17-year-old girl accused of assaulting a woman during an attempted robbery in Federal Hill.
I was one side of the street, they were the other side of the street. One came out, asked for my keys. I refused. Since I was basically home, I figured I could get away pretty quickly. When I refused, she turned and hit me right in my jaw. And then she kept hitting.
Well, this comes as City State's Attorney Ivan Bates prepares to host a juvenile crime town hall tomorrow. Fox 45's Mackenzie Frost has that story in just a moment.
But our team coverage begins with Fox 45's Vincent Hill and an update on the Federal Hill attack as the teen is now charged as an adult. Vincent?
Okay, Maxine, we're learning that 17-year-old has a long history with police, and now she's on the radar of the City State's Attorney. It was a targeted attack for this Otterbein resident.
I think they figured that I would be an easy, to try to get my keys and take my car, basically.
Approached by a group of juveniles as she got out of her car.
They looked right into my car, I looked right at them, thought it was suspicious. One came out, asked for my keys. I refused. Since I was basically home, I figured I could get away pretty quickly. When I refused, she turned and hit me right in my jaw.
Here are the group of teens running away after the attack.
I was able to positively ID her.
Here's the 17-year-old suspect, arrested and released on an ankle monitor. However, Fox 45 has learned that this past Friday, the City State's Attorney's Office charging the teen as an adult with attempted carjacking, assault, and attempted theft.
They hit multiple times in my jaw, so fractured, hairline fracture on my jaw, multiple times in the back of my head. One of them grabbed me. They're all trying to grab whatever they could out of my pockets.
In a statement, the City State's Attorney's Office saying, quote, "We are aware of the incident that occurred earlier this month, where it appears a group of juveniles stalked and violently assaulted a resident in an apparent carjacking attempt, resulting in her sustaining a fractured jaw. Our focus is on supporting the victim through her recovery journey, while also standing firm in our commitment to hold her assailants accountable." Meanwhile,
one tried to cover my mouth because I was screaming, and I was able to bite her to prevent that.
a source close to the investigation says the teen has a long history with law enforcement, dating back several years. For the victim, the new charges, somewhat of an answer to her question about the suspect.
When you repeat robbery and when you injure someone that heinously, it's, I don't really understand why they would let them go, or, why there isn't any more stricter laws against that.
And ultimately, it will be up to the judge to decide if that case remains in adult court. Meanwhile, the other juveniles were detained by police, but were later released because they say the victim could not positively ID them. At BPD headquarters, Vincent Hill, Fox 45 News.
I'm Kai Jackson. Thank you for watching. Here's another video to watch. Also, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel.